Welcome to the Urban Nonprofit. The story of African American nonprofits is a story of resilience, creativity, and an unshakable commitment to community. From the earliest days of freedom to the present, Black communities have built a legacy of giving and service that's transformed countless lives. But first, I'd like to introduce this channel. Welcome to the Urban Nonprofit, your go-to hub for empowering nonprofit leaders, building impactful organizations, and transforming communities. I'm Dr. Orletta Caldwell, an African American nonprofit leader with over 35 years of experience and a PhD in nonprofit management. I have dedicated my career to helping people like you create thriving nonprofits that truly make a difference. So as I mentioned in my introduction, let's start even earlier than most people might think. In 1693 in Massachusetts, a group of free and enslaved African Americans united to form what would become the first Black mutual aid society in America, the Society of Negroes. This secretive organization laid the groundwork for what we now recognize as nonprofit work. Their mission? To provide mutual support in a world where systemic exclusion and injustice deny African Americans access to basic rights and resources. This society was about survival, but it was also about their dignity, solidarity, and empowerment, a quiet but profound act of resistance. The spirit of the mutual aid will carry forward into the late 1700s and 1800s with the establishment of other organizations like the Free African Society in 1787, founded by Richard Allen and Absalom Jones. These organizations weren't just lifelines for the Black community. They were institutions of hope. They provided education, healthcare, burial support, and most importantly, a sense of agency in an unjust world. And then there's the Black church. For generations, it has been more than just a place of worship. It has been a force for change. During times when African Americans were barred from public institutions, the church stepped in. It established schools, hospitals, social programs, becoming a beacon of hope and a hub of organizing. The church, the Black church, taught us that philanthropy isn't just about giving money. It's about giving time, talent, and a place of yourself to uplift others. Now we fast forward to the Civil Rights Movement. Organizations like the NAACP, the National Urban League, and the Southern Christian Leadership Conference showed the power of nonprofits to drive systemic change. They weren't just fighting for equal rights. They were fighting for the souls of a nation. Their efforts taught us philanthropy isn't passive. It's bold, it's strategic, and it's relentless in the pursuit of justice. Today, Black philanthropy continues to evolve. It's reflected in the grassroots movements that build up from the ground, and the national foundations that can create lasting impact, and initiatives like the Black Philanthropy Month that celebrates our collective contributions. And it's most important to note that Black philanthropy has always been about more than financial giving. It's about showing up, stepping in, and making a difference wherever you can. When you look at this history, one thing is clear. African American nonprofits and Black philanthropy has never been just about charity. They have been about empowerment, about creating spaces where none existed, about saying, if the system doesn't work for us, we'll build one that does. So as we reflect on this incredible legacy, from the Society of Negroes in 1693 to the organizations changing lives today, let's also think about the future. How can we support and uplift nonprofits that continue this work? How can we honor the legacy of those who came before us by serving, giving, and building together? The history of African American nonprofits and Black philanthropy is our history. It's a history of turning challenges into opportunities, of turning dreams into reality, and of turning communities into movements. Thank you for joining me on this journey. Let's continue to celebrate, support, and grow the legacy of Black philanthropy together. Thank you, and I'll see you next week.